Okay, hey guys, this is your weekly reading. I do want to say concerning the event, if it's not up by now, the group meditation will be up. I finally was able to get through that blockage, and the meditation has been recorded, so that should be up soon if it's not already up by now. Also, I have an announcement. I am now one of the new co-hosts on Witches of the Moon. I will be doing, me and October Rain will have Fridays on Witches of the Moon, so stay tuned for that. But let's get into this weekly reading. Oh, also later on today, do not forget that Marianne at 11 a.m. and Glammy Witch are also interviewing J.R. Riviera. He is such a sweet person with such a sweet personality, and they're going to interview with him, and I'm pretty sure they're going to get really deep into the interview with the cards and about Jasmine Beckett, the person who illustrated the cards. She does the cute little fat faces with the big doll eyes. It reminds me of like a kind of like a Cabbage Patch Kid faces in a way, but more artsy, more cute. That's what I think of when I think of her drawing. I think of the Cabbage Patch Kid faces, but way more shapely and artsy and cute. Yeah, so we're going to get into this reading. Oh, give me 1 second. Okay, so if I didn't say that's happening today at 11 a.m. on Marianne's channel. I'll try to put the link below in the video. If not, just go to Marianne's YouTube page or her Google page, and you can get the links there. Also, you can get the links from Glammy. So, last week we had, for the overview of the week, was teaching. And I hope that everybody learned how to teach themselves and learned that through the reading, you know, to meet your own self at your meeting place, and you taught yourself that you have everything that you need. So we're going to put that back, and I think I'm going to pull another card from this deck for the overview for this week. Don't forget, guys, that right now we are currently in the red days of Mercury retrograde. So remember that Mercury retrograde deals with communication. I was going to do a separate video for that, but I already did a video for Mercury retrograde for the first one we had this year. This one's not going to be too much different, other than the fact that, well, maybe I will do a separate video for that, because this one will be a little bit different. But let's see what card we picked for the... Oh, okay. That was quick. You are on the right path. Keep doing what you're doing because it's working. This is the overall card for the week. So now let's get to the reading. Set that there. And I am using Ask Your Guides Oracle. I don't know what the box is. I am using Ask Your Guides Oracle cards from, I think her name is Sonia. Don't get me with authors. I will jack up. But when it comes to entertainment, with authors and actors and things like that, I will jack somebody's name up in a minute if I'm not used to it, or if they're not in one of my favorite movies. Because, you know, I like to make any movie spiritual. So if I wasn't able to find a spiritual meaning in a movie, I don't really remember the names of the people in it. So let's go ahead and pull the cards. And guys, this has been like a crazy week with meditations for me. Like, I said I'm going to start meditations as soon as I wake up and as soon as I go to bed. Like, the first thing and the last thing that I do. Because I normally do it, like, after everybody's fed and everything's settled. And then, you know, we started our morning, and then I go and do my meditation. And then I normally do it at night. But after I do my meditation at night, I normally end up reading a book or taking a few minutes to watch an episode of something. You know, just to give me a little something, little entertainment, little something. But I've been doing really good with making meditation the last thing I do before I go to bed, and the first thing I do to wake up. And I guess there was a lot of messages that need to come through, so it took me a minute to get the group message. But I got it. It's coming up. I got it for y'all. Okay, so let's start with the reading. Unconditional Love, Divine Mother. Now, again, y'all should know that I really don't go by the book. I go by what I feel with these cards. So, we got a lot of we've been getting a lot of upside down cards lately. But Unconditional Love, the Divine Mother. Basically, y'all all know that I say love is will and desire. That's nothing new. So now you're supposed to have unconditional will and desire from your Divine Mother or your higher self. And again, that's just confirming that you're on the right path. You're connected. So you're feeling it. The next card is loss and, what's it? loss and healing guides. You should be no longer feeling this. This is why it's upside down. You should no longer be feeling lost. You should no longer be feeling like you're not connected to your guides. If you have been doing your spiritual work, then right now you should be on the right path. And you don't feel like you have to meditate, connect because you should already be connected. Okay? The next one is competition and warrior guides. But this is upside down. Again, when you're connected to your spiritual guides, there is no competition because you understand there is nobody else. I'm sorry, I was looking at someone just inboxed me on Facebook. I'll get back to that in a minute. But you shouldn't be feeling like there's anybody, you're in competition with anybody. Nobody. And this is not a cocky thing. This is an energy thing. You are one unique vibration of the expression of the divine universe. There is no other vibration. I don't even care if you are an identical twin. You are not the same. Everybody sees identical twins. They may look alike from a distance, but when you truly get to know them, you start to notice the difference between them, even just the facial features. So with that being said, once you realize who you truly are according to the universe, there's nothing to compete with. If both you and the next person are running the race, you're going to run the race at the time that is meant for you to run the race, or at the time that you set for yourself. That has nothing to do with anybody next to you. So again, they're saying you're not in competition once you know who you truly are. This is community and spiritual ancestors, but it's upside down, meaning the same thing. You're connected. You're connected to like I said, if you've been doing the work, all the work this year, and actually started towards the end of last year, and you've been doing all the work, and you've been going through all those emotions and healing yourself from all the past pains and letting things go and forgiving yourself, and and start getting back to realizing what it is that you like, what it is that you want to do, who you truly are. Start discovering yourself again. Then this is the time that's showing you, now that you have discovered yourself, now that you know that you are connected, it's time to be in the right path. It's time for you to do something. Let's go. Let's get it done. So this card is also saying that. And the last card is risk. This card is telling you it's time to take a risk. And when you know you're on the right path, it's not really a risk. It's just knowing that this is something that you're going to do, that you have to do. And whether you succeed or fail, it's obviously a lesson you need to learn because it's part of your path, and you're grateful for that. That's what I mean by taking a risk. Stop worrying about so much what's going to happen. Now, in this, I will say have common sense. Like, don't take a risk when it's like 2 days before the first. Like it's like 2 days before the first. Today's the 4th. Yeah, because we started Mercury. No, today's the 5th. When y'all see it, today will be the 5th. It will be the 5th when y'all see this video. So so it's around the 1st of the month. Rent's due, mortgage due, all the other stuff is due. This don't mean take a risk and use that money for rent to go start a business knowing darn well you're not going to get the money back within 3 or 4 days. That's not the type of risk we're talking about. We mean take a risk on yourself. Start working with yourself. If there are things that you want to do, look at what's around you that you could use that you could take a risk on without having to put too much investment in. Do things like that. Always use common sense, and your common sense is your intuition. Your intuition is your connection to your ancestors and your spirit guides. And once you start listening to that, you understand that you're connected. You've always been connected. So that is your reading for a week. You're on the right path, so take a risk for yourself. Or take a risk for yourself. That's what we're gonna call this. All right. Everybody have a blessed week. I do believe we have a full moon coming up soon, so look out for that video. I probably am going to do a Mercury retrograde video, so look out for that. Also, look out for me now on Fridays, not every Friday, but on Fridays on Witches of the Moon. And as always, check out orioasis.com. Don't forget to comment, rate, subscribe. Whether you agree or agree to disagree, put it in the comments. Love you guys. Peace.